A bit of a surprise stream here. Some friends of mine have been asking me, and in fact, ask me quite frequently. I get this question quite frequently: how do you build a portal in Mystcraft? And the basic model of it, most people can get pretty readily. But if you want to do something more fancy, you need to understand how the mechanics work a bit better. So what I'm going to, and I'm in TeamSpeak here with part of the FTB team, basically. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Ew.
So I'm going to be demonstrating how to portal.
There we go.
And really, we don't need my code right now. We just kind of play around just fine. Alrighty. So I've got the bare requirements here. I think I'm awfully forgetful right now, so I'm going to turn something on that. So I may have forgotten something. Alright. I like to carve into the ground usually when making the portals, so it's just kind of a personal preference. Doesn't matter. I'll do a vertical one here in a moment. But if you're trying to do the absolute simplest format, it's just nice frame. Usually make the portals rectangular just because it makes sense to people. And you pop the book in, and you're done. And it looks a bit like a swimming pool. That's very obvious once you realize that portals can be in any direction, or at least Mystcraft portals can. Vertical one. Well, mostly vertical. Very tall. There we go. This is to this age, so there's another way. Now, everybody can do this one basically these days. This one's pretty straightforward and understandable. But if you want to build something so that the book is somewhere else, behind a wall or something, then you can very easily build a chain off this way. And like this, you see it fired. But there's some very important factors for how to make that work right. You have to, you'll note I have a block up from this. It won't work. If I put it here, nothing happens. This corner is critically important. So when, just to get the portal to fire, just to get this initial start to work at all, there has to be a corner here. So the receptacle is placed against a crystal block, and that crystal block must have, or must form a corner to another crystal block. So actually, if we put it here, and this is a bit weird looking. Should work just fine though. Should. So, corner there. I can't propagate up above this. That won't. Come back. So the first thing and the most important thing is this corner, and a lot of people just miss that part. They don't quite. Or they miss this part, and then of course nothing works after that. When just placing it on the frame, you're almost always near a corner. You actually just have to be within some distance of the corner, but in this particular case, it's easier just to be on the corner. The reason for this is when a portal is first fired, when it first goes off, we first start creating that portal. We actually create a series of unstable portal blocks that actually travel like this. So this first one fires, and then for every portal block it just kind of propagates forward and going, okay, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. it doesn't go past this, or it doesn't go above particularly, because there's not enough surfaces for it to attach to. There has to be at least 2 surfaces for it to attach to. And then it gets over here and it goes, oh hey, I can go down there, and fills up that area. It also actually covers the portal over the top as well. Right, there we go. And you'll note that the portal just went away when I broke the receptacle there because I disrupted the structure of the portal. But it covers that. This means that these spaces have to be free, particularly the spaces up to here. If this area is covered, it's fine. This area cannot be covered. So it doesn't need to go over here to make the portal work, but it does need to get to here. And really, it just needs to be able to flow. You can think of it as basically a directed energy flow. It needs to flow into the basin. So pull that over there. It's off. In. I broke. Might actually need to dispose of these as well. Think about it. There we go. It also needs to be able to go along the crystal here, at least in this case. The primary reason for that is polarization. Once it fills, it's okay. Once that's done, you saw earlier I covered this, and the portal didn't go anywhere. So once it's stable, it's fine. You could actually cover this up and it'll be okay. Portal won't go anywhere. You can save and load, it'll be fine. Though if you pull the book out and attempts to launch it again, of course it doesn't get past this point because there's I think I can do the bare minimum exposure here. Let's try that. You guys following? 1 and 2 speak with me here?
Yep. We're doing our own testing at the same time.
Go. Now, leave this way. And the reason this has to be this way is this is the corner over here. If we just drop down, well, we can't actually drop down here. We can get to this point, but it can't get to this point. There's not enough surfaces for it to attach to. So basically, color of wool. I like wool. So what it does this, but then when it tries to get to the next step, it can go here because there's a portal block and a crystal block there, so it actually forms enough surfaces. And then it can go, and then it can go there. Because even though that's not a direct line, it can take a diagonal movement to get to somewhere where there's 2 crystals, or 2 places that can hold the tension of the portal. So it needs to flow into the corner there. It can't flow there because there's not enough crystals on the sides there. It's just got one side with a crystal or portal block. So that's not enough. It has to be at least two. But if there were a crystal block there, sure. So let's cut off this.
No problem.
See? Worked.
Sorry about that.
So since now we have another crystal block there. So the whole key to doing this is maintaining the tension across the unstable portal. And again, once it's stable, you can actually do anything with it. You don't have to worry about it. You just can't remove the book and put it back and hope that it works. Alright. Have any questions on this?
Has there been any changes to the restrictions on size of portal?
No.
Once I've gone that big anyway. I can still make my portal corridors. Just blew out your screen.
You can still make portals the entire world. It's going to induce some lag, but...
Yeah, you haven't seen my server. It
As long
needs
as
the
you
lag.
can load the chunks, I take it.
Mhm.
Yeah. The bird's testing, Aaron. Need a 3x3 chunk portal under spawn.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Hopefully that's a sufficient explanation for most people. I'm going to try and build something a little more complicated to demonstrate some of the things you can do. If you wanted to hide this behind the wall, for instance, you can actually, as long as it can flow through there, it's fine. Let's see here. Let's build something fun.
It's an interesting mechanic.
You mean for the portal propagation?
Yeah. I can see how it works. It still has, as you said, that air. It needs a little bit of space to work. At least up to the point where it connects to the portal.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Well, at the moment I can't completely bury the book. I still have one space. That allows access to it, technically.
Well, we can't do this. Maybe not that block, but...
What? Does it actually run?
Book out, book in.
Yeah.
So I just need to live here for the rest of my life.
Could you try it again? Yeah, now it didn't.
Let's build a instead.
The problem is that one block. We can't completely bury it. We don't want people messing with the books.
This is an
There
option.
might be a way, actually.
You can do what I just did. You can, if you put the receptacle on the back of a crystal block, so basically build a portal like this. You've got a crystal block in the back. Do this. So build a larger version of this, a bit more like what you're probably wanting to do.
So to use it as a back wall. Yeah. Will work. Not in this instance, but could use it for something, yeah, definitely.
I'm there. That works pretty well. I like that.
What about now?
Well, it's there.
Yeah, the only thing stopping them getting in now is this block.
Yes, that block.
Hmm.
So is this
Thing
system,
is,
this thing that I just did not work for you guys?
we have a freestanding portal with access from both sides, but yeah,
Oh.
it's always aesthetics, isn't it? And we were
Yeah.
trying to find a way of burying the book underground so that people cannot take the book
Well, you
out.
could just do it the other way. If the portal's not just floating in midair, I'm gonna elevate this a bit. So this is our portal here. Alright, so you can access it from both directions. We put the receptacle low. Oh, you can't put a receptacle on the bottom, right? That's
We can make this work, madam. To some extent, can't we? Or not? Lift the forward one. Well,
to do this.
That would work if you can cover it completely.
one way to find out. Wonderful.
That works, of course, but
You have no idea how satisfying this wand is.
this version is also a possibility, except you wind up with one portal block down in the ground. Alternatively, you could make the portal blocks extend into the ground, and if you don't care about that, that's fine.
Well, as soon as they touch the portal, they go through anyway.
So it's
At least if it's a local or an actual book that works.
yeah.
The only problem we have to deal with then is them choosing to break the portal. Kind of counterproductive to the actual game itself, but there's always one.
This
So,
would
did you
work.
try actually going in there, Aaron, to remove the book? Because as you said before, once the portal is stable, it doesn't really matter how much you cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Indeed.
Right. Well, is it crawling over that? Damn, it's not.
At any rate,
Well,
I think that's a better explanation of portal generation than I've given in a long time. So,
That'll certainly help us.
good. That
well,
was the
we
goal.
did actually get some of it. So, we have something that works, which is good.
Excellent. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to head off because I actually have somewhere I need to be soon. But good luck, folks. I hope that you now understand better how to do portals, if not necessarily how to master them. Good luck. Have fun.